Hi everybody, it's Diane here on a rainy day. I have the Altered Dog book. I kind of started without you guys, which is fine. I spared you a little hunting around. I wanted to cover, this is like the first page basically. I want to cover the entire page. It's so busy, you can't possibly work on it. I can't anyway, so that's why this is here. So we have Labrador related stuff. Magazine, and then these four are all copies, actual postage stamps, and a cigarette card that I think was a reproduction to begin with. Okay, what are you going to do with the background? I don't know. So that's why we're going to look together. I have a big pad of paper here that has colors, yet they're a little patterned. If that's not going to work, we can go to, I have a pad that's just plain colors. You seeing anything yet? I'm not. I don't, we could go dark. I don't think I really want to. We'll see. No, too busy. To be honest, I thought this was the plain pad when I pulled it out. And I thought, oh, well, okay, I'll give this a shot. But you know, I didn't really say, I'll give this a shot. I just went, oh, all right. I don't feel like getting the other one out. Well, I don't think I want green, but this would be kind of outdoorsy for labs, right? It's okay. I don't like it. Get back up there. No. Well, I have a feeling this is too busy. It's kind of nice. It's kind of tall-ish. Yeah, too busy. And it has writing on it. That's nice paper. Maybe someday she'll use it. No, too busy. Nah, I don't want dark. It's not fun enough for Labradors. That would be okay, but I don't think so. Oh, that might be nice. Just very plain. Let's see, we're almost at the end. No, no. Okay. There's one cut here. Would that fit? I'm willing to bet not. It's like a 1/4 inch short. It might fit the other way. All right. Well, if it doesn't, I'll just put it back in the pad, right? Almost looks like a sack. Paper sack. Kind of short. A little short. Short. Well, tell you what, it is so close. What if I just paint the edges? Is it being horribly cheap instead of just pulling that other paper out? Don't answer that. Okay. Okay. That's fine. What would you care to do with it now? There's no law that says you have to do anything. Let me get a washing box here. I have, as most of you may know, American flag tape here. What if that was under this guy because of his bandana? That's okay. It doesn't look as good as I thought. The reds don't match. Okay. Well, I'm looking in this box. I don't see anything else I think would work. I don't think this, but let me look. It's supposed to look like sprinkles. No. No, no, it doesn't go with that blue. Okay, forget that. All right. Is there a paper border? Because I know you all like looking at those so much. As much as I do, right? No, too busy. Probably not. Oh, actually, that's not as bad as I thought. I could split it and not have it be so wide, you know, just take one of these rows. Let me look quick. Pencils. No, it's okay, but no. Although it's kind of fun for labs, isn't it? No, she's not letting us be fun. Oh, that's nice. Is it better? Yeah, it's not quite as scary. Get in there. Okay, well, to, you know, speed this along a bit, if we use that, I still don't know what else. It's kind of cute. Yeah, that's better. That's cute, though. All right. Put that back. You didn't finish your statement, Diane. I know, because I don't know. And then we have these two that are cut, so I could put them at the bottom. Or we could go through this all over again with some sort of washi or ribbon or something. But actually, I think the bottom isn't bad. You know, you could almost draw lines, make lines around these stamps like it was some sort of album page and you put them in, you know, where they're supposed to go. You know what I'm saying? Diane, would you just pause and glue? Okay. I might do that with these 4 items. But I'm going to paint the edge because I'm cheap and then glue and come back. Hang on. I did paint this color and, you know, around. It wasn't a dead on match. That's kind of hard to match. And then, like, as I'm done, I thought, you know, that's not going to look so great because it's not perfect. And even if it was perfect, you'd probably still see a little bit of a line, you know, because this has a thickness. Why don't you paint it black? That would be smarter. Okay, I did squares around. I think that looks pretty nice. I know this looks schlocky, but trust me, when, you know, something is on this side, it'll be fine. Okay, I think I want to stamp labs. Let's get this out. It's making a ridges. I thought of stickers, you know, alphabet stickers. But I think since we have the black around and the black borders, just black stamping is better. It's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Why are you using different stamps, Diane, different sets? Because this set doesn't have a B or an S. I bought it online years ago, knowing it was not complete, but I bought it anyway because it was cool. Okay, so since we have that, do we want to do some other stamping? It's a little plain. I don't know, this might be too large. This is a star. Because of the stars on there. That's not too bad. It has a little tiny bit of a flaw in there. I think it's permanent. Let's see. And this set is really old. I've said that before. It's could be going on 100 years old now. It's better. Did I move it? Dang, stop goofing around with that stamp. Yeah, it's better. Okay. Well, maybe a couple of these to fill in since it's larger. Well, that worked out well. I'll fill that in, don't worry. Okay, I have a star in this. Well, actually two. I have this one. That looks pretty good. Okay, no, you're not losing your mind. If you think you hear ducks in the background, I have neighbors that now have ducks. And they're squawking to be let out of, or quacking to be let out of their pen. Dang, are you crazy? No. Okay. Let me hold it up. I think that's pretty good. I don't think you want to overkill the stamping. I think that's fine. Okay, I'll fill in that star. As long as we're here, when I was trying to decide what I wanted to do, and I was sort of flipping through the book, I came on this, and they're showing vintage dog books. Well, I have vintage dog books. They're all kitty books, which I guess these are too. So I took pictures of them, and this one, somebody scribbled on the cover. I don't know who did that. The puppy twins, isn't that cute? There is very faint text down here. And text here, so maybe we can cover that. Pretzel, that's popular. Anybody know that story? Actually, I should have brought it in. I have a pretzel stuffed animal. Well, that's kind of tall. Maybe that should be over here. Yeah, that looks better with the reds anyway. Okay. It's kind of plain. Do you ignore that fact? Do you wait? Because I'll go, oh yeah, that other book. clever and make it look like it's in the tin. Would that be something? Well, it would, but you're kind of cutting off. There's only this showing of that. If I had a smaller one. All right. I'm going to pause again and glue this stuff down. I'll go get my pretzel book. Or stuffed animal, I mean. Well, I have the book too. But stuffed animal. Come back. Okay. I goofed with it. Yeah, it was sort of lacking. Maybe you got a couple dog books you didn't think about. I did. How Puppies Grow and Dogs. Okay, I reprinted the Puppy Twins. It was fine, but originally I thought I was going to put it here and you could still see text. So I printed it bigger before I did the other one, so that's that. Okay, as you can see, I have cut out some flowers here. Let's kind of fill in. What do you think? Okay, do we need one down here? Is that better? Do we need one up here? I was thinking if you spied this as a rubber stamp, these corners are very boring. And I'm not going to just stamp on it because one, I'm not sure if I'll like it. And number two, this thing prints crooked. Well, that looks pretty darn straight. Okay, make a liar out of me. I haven't used it in a long time. Maybe it's secretly shaped up because it knew it was crooked, huh? Oh, that's it. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. Okay. That one's a tad crooked. Not that I could not have stamped it crookedly, but I was under the impression it always stamped. Yeah, see, it's kind of off. Diane, who cares? uh, I do have some corners, actual corners somewhere, but I'm not sure where they are, and I'm not tucking anything into them anyway, so I didn't need actual corners. Okay, Diane, we'll say again, who cares? I haven't used those in a long time either. Okay, pretty good. Feel free to notch that notch out. I probably should have, but I didn't think you'd see it on the white. If you really stare at it, you can see it. Okay. Okay, so what about the flower arrangement? Yeah, that's... I don't have any more small flowers. I have more of the... Okay, I don't like those two together. They're too similar. Such dilemmas, I'm telling you. Okay, no, too crowded. Well, we don't necessarily have to have one there. like that. As you can tell by her silence. Let's do that. Okay. Think if we put this somewhere. Oh, that's okay. Okay, I don't really like it. No. Okay. Now watch me glue. Do we have a choice? Well, yeah. You know what your choices are. I'm not going to tell you. She overdid the glue. Well, I am pleased to say this is another day. It is so nice out. And I don't know when the last time is that I said that. The ducks ought to be very happy today. This paper that these flowers are on, it's pretty darn old. I wish I had more of it. Yeah, I don't know. Lately, the new scrapbook papers that have been coming out just aren't thrilling me. Some of the prices aren't thrilling me either. Okay. Well, I think that's pretty good. Oops. No, no, okay, to quote Millie Helper. All right, maybe now we have okay. Yeah, I think that's kind of cute. If you wanted, you do something similar. You could dot in with punch dots, marker dots, maybe a little text stamping, but there's a lot going on here. I think I'm going to leave well enough alone. Okay, can we take that all in without glare? Kind of cute. Okay, and then here, Diane, you colored in the stars white. Yeah, I did. I kept looking at it and kept looking at it, thinking they needed to be colored, and I thought, no, leave it alone. But I don't know. And I thought, well, you know what? Maybe just do like a couple, sort of like leading your eye down. Okay. Well, then it made this one look really dumb. It wasn't colored in. Well, okay. Well, then I figured that would happen. That's what happened. And I did top off that star. Okay, yay. Three more pages, I guess, technically, huh? Okay, everybody. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you have a very nice day, too. Okay, I guess I'm losing brain cells as we speak. I had pulled this out to show you guys. It was right to my left, and I forgot. But I bought this 12, 15, I don't know, something like that years ago. Isn't it cute? It has the book cover there. You can supposedly bend it. I never tried that. It's cute. And I know this is so important, but in case you don't know, that's the Curious George author. They were married. And the story is this dachshund grew super long, and they show he's trying to impress a girl dog, and he can turn himself into a pretzel. Get it? So it's the same artist that did the Curious George stuff. Okay. Now you're in the know. Thanks, everybody. See you later.